In this video, you will learn how to reply to a tweet, quote a tweet, retweet, and compose your own tweet. When you log into Twitter, you will see in front of you, you have your home screen with your news feed. And so your news feed is where you're getting information. People whom you follow will share information that you will see here. So I follow someone named Greg Pearson, and this morning I've already looked at this resource, but this shortened URL resource is about, it's an article that talks about students being empowered through multimedia storytelling. And I really like this article, and what I'd like to do is share this article with the people who are following me in my stream. And so I can do one of two things. I can strictly retweet it by hitting the retweet button. That means that it will, if I just press retweet, it will just show up as is, Greg Pearson saying that. But you'll notice that it gives me the option to add a comment. And this is where you can direct your tweet, or you could say something something about it. So I could say, great ideas here. And then I can add the hashtag YCDSB21C, so it is directed to a particular group of people. I could do hashtag higher ed if I thought that this was very pertinent to people doing grad studies. I could do ed chat, and then I would open up my tweet to anyone who's following the ed chat hashtag. So when I hit tweet, anyone who I follow will see that message. So that's a simple way to become a little bit more involved with Twitter, by retweeting and commenting on a tweet. The other thing you can do is compose your own tweet. And that's if you see a resource that you'd like to share, something that you think is worthwhile. So on this tab right here, I've watched this TED Talk about why gender equality is good for everyone, men included. And I think it's a really great one to share. It's nice and short. It's only about 15 minutes long. And so I have a couple of ways of doing this. Typically, on a resource, you will notice there's a little Twitter button, and you can access your Twitter account by just putting share on Twitter. And you'll notice that it'll go automatically to your Twitter account there if you've signed in, and there's my little icon, my avatar, so I know I'm there. And again, I can add a hashtag here. And so what this resource has done automatically for me is put in a little message, why gender equality is good for everyone, men included, and has included the hyperlink. And then I could add whatever I want, and I have 53 more characters to do that. I will show you one other way to do this, because not always will you see the little Twitter icon. So I'm going to exit out of this for a second. And the other thing you can do is, if you take a look at, I have a Google URL shortener. You can use any kind of Google, URL shortener. But if I activate that shortener now, what it does is it takes my larger, longer URL, allows me to copy a shorter one, so that when I go into Twitter, I can say tweet and compose it from scratch. Check out this video about gender inequality, and then Control V, and that shortened URL will show up there. And all I have to do is press tweet. And again, if I don't have very many followers, I might want to add a hashtag. EdChat, women's studies, whatever the case may be. And you just hit tweet. Now what you'll notice is, and I've tweeted quite a bit, but underneath your avatar, where there is information here, your profile, it says tweets, number of people that are following you, that you are following, and the number of followers that you have. So when I go to my tweets and replies, you will notice this is the tweet I just composed, and this is the tweet I composed a few minutes earlier, and it tells me how long ago I've done that. Okay, so that is how you compose a tweet. The other thing you can do is you can reply to someone. The dumbest generation. No, Twitter is making kids smarter. Ooh, very interesting. So I might want to just hit reply and respond to this person and see what it is that they have to say. And then I can have a conversation with the person. You'll notice that the tweet begins with the person's name. And what's interesting about this is that when I reply and my tweet begins with a person's name, only people who follow both myself and that person will see my reply. If I would like everyone to see it, I would have to put a period in front of it. So by putting a period, it opens my tweet to the entire world. I don't always want my tweet open to the entire world. Sometimes I just want the person that I am following to see my reply, and anyone else who follows the both of us, I'm fine with that too. So that's what you do to reply. You just hit the reply button and you say what you'd like to say. Thanks for sharing. And now they will get that message. And when I look at the history of the message, view summary, my reply will be there at the bottom. So that's how you compose a tweet, retweet, quote a tweet, and reply. Hope this was helpful.